Wagale in the house. Wagale.
Unataka tu Wagale.
Yeah.
You know, everyone wants to be your color and, and not naturally. You know, people my color are very rare. And so, you know, but the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice, you know. So if you need to stop doing the sugars, and stop. If you need to stop eating that chapati, please stop. If you need to stop eating that bread, stop it. You know, just eat the right types of food.
Leo tumesema tuangalie perimenopause. Okay? Dalili ambazo unapata kama mwanamke wakati ambapo unakaribia kupata menopause yako. Age gani, dalili ni gani, una feel aje, alright? So we are going to take you through all that. So make sure you subscribe and tupatane pale kwa YouTube channel yangu na pia Emma Odhiambo, wellness coach. Alright, Emma, how are you today?
Fine, thank you.
Looking good in green?
Thank you. You
unasema
look nice and felt.
Thank you. Unasema ni ile green ya factory.
Hii inaitwa industrial blue. But it's green.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Let me see. This is a blue.
It's a blue?
This is a blue. So it's industrial blue.
I guess it's industrial blue.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
You're well though?
Yes, I am. And you?
I'm awesome. Can't complain.
You're looking good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate.
Karibu.
Yeah. So today we talk about perimenopause. Perimenopause.
Perimenopause. Yeah. It's the time before menopause. Yes, it happens. Unfortunately, now it's happening even at 30.
Yeah.
So the symptoms come as early as 30 for some women. So it can start at 30, between 30 and your late 30s. Anytime there, and it runs between 8 to 12 years, and then now you enter menopause. Yes.
So saizi inaanza mapema.
Saizi inaanza mapema sana. Women are getting it from a very early age. 30. 30 you know ni mtoto tu wake.
30 ni mtoto?
30 ni mtoto wake.
Sasa kusema 30 ni mtoto. You know, I'm seeing a lot of Gen Z's bash the older people, and it's like getting old is a crime.
But you know, huwezi bash mtu mzee because wewe umefika hapo kweli.
Exactly.
Being older is a blessing,
you
know? So we shouldn't look at it as a bad thing. It's a good thing.
Yeah, exactly. So when you talk about perimenopause, Emma, what exactly are we talking about? Mwili wa mwanamke unafeel aje, unakaaje, dalili ni gani?
So hapa ndio sasa tunaanza feel, some women feel hot flashes. Unajua zile hot flashes zinafanyika during menopause. Wengine wanaanza kuhisi mapema. In their 30s, anashindwa, mbona nimesikia joto hivyo?
All of a sudden, and then tena ikapotea. And then inaweza kaa tena alafu experience tena another day. Then mood swings, kutokulala vizuri, you know, anxiety, vitu kama hizo, unaanza kuwa na anger, rage issues. Yes, zinaanza mapema hivyo. So it can be anything. Yes, but it's still a symptom. It's still a symptom. So are we talking about specific minerals that start depleting in the body?
Yes, it may be minerals, or it may be the onset of perimenopause. Yes.
Okay.
So there's a lot of hormonal shifts zenye zinafanyika at that time. Unapata sasa pia vitu kama cortisol zimeanza kupanda. Estrogen na progesterone pia zinaanza kuwa affected. So estrogen inaenda juu, inaweza shoot ama inaweza decline kabisa. Na progesterone pia inaweza decline ama ishoot. So usually kama ni menopause unapata estrogen inaenda chini sana. So unapata at 30 hizo minerals zimeanza kumisbehave. Yes.
Okay. So can we interpret it this way? Tuseme kwamba sasa ukifika ile perimenopausal, you have those perimenopause signs,
Yes.
Umeanza kuingia uzee.
Unajua that's the unfortunate thing. Siku hizi uzee inakuja mapema. Why? Because of the way the environment is. You know, we are not the way we were a long time ago, even the way our mothers were. We're not like that anymore. Things have changed. Times have changed. The environment has changed. The toxins in the air have changed, you know. Even our foods have changed. The way we farm our foods, it has changed. So it's affecting us directly. Yes.
Okay, it's not like uzee is a bad thing. Actually, aging is
it's
a
beautiful.
blessing. It's beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah. But is it possible to slow down?
Yes, you can slow it down.
You can slow it down
by being aware of what's happening in your body. Making sure that your minerals are at top notch.
Yes.
Make sure that you keep checking yourself. Make sure that you are working closely with medical practitioners and wellness coaches like me. Be aware of what's happening around you and just make sure that you're doing the right thing for you. Work out, do exercise, eat the right diet, you know.
usije uwe ule mwenye anakula junk sana, unakunywa pombe from Friday to Monday morning alafu unaenda kwa ofisi. Just make sure that you are a person who lives in moderation. Get enough sleep. It's important.
So are there visible things, Emma, that a woman who's getting into perimenopause can observe? Kabla ufike kwa daktari akupime.
Unfortunately, there's little to none. Mpaka watu wengine wakiambia daktari hivi ndio venye nasikia, kwambia I think you're imagining, or maybe you're going through something. Are you stressed? You know, perimenopause, it's unfortunate that it cannot be fully diagnosed by a doctor. They can't tell you that this is perimenopause. This must be perimenopause. Unless now you're at that age where you're 38 or getting into 40. But if you start it early at 30, it'll be very hard for you to diagnose. And even when you're in your 40s, it's very hard for the doctor to actively say, this is perimenopause, you know, and these are the symptoms, because each woman is different. Yes.
You won't see visible signs like sagging of the skin, maybe
not
your
really,
nails
not really. You might find a woman is just looking okay, but they have these symptoms. And some women do not even have the hot flashes at all. Some women don't have hot flashes. They have other symptoms. Yes.
Okay. So when we talk about the perimenopause, Emma, for how long does it stay? Ni period ya miaka mingapi?
Inaweza anzia, so nimekwambia wengine wanaanza 30. So imagine 30 to around 48, 49, or 52.
That's a long time.
That's nearly 20 years. You know?
The
scientific people usually say it lasts between 8 to 12 years. But now we are noticing a lot more younger women are beginning to undergo perimenopause from a very young age, 30, 32. They're beginning to have the menopause scares. So irregular periods, you know, things like those. So they are beginning earlier because of what the environment has become. Yes.
Maybe we can get a bit deep into, when we talk about environment, it's a bit holistic and
it's a bit holistic and general.
In general,
So we're talking about things like pesticides and fertilizers, how our food is farmed, the sort of things that we are ingesting in terms of food and junk, you know, what's being put into this junk, the monosodium glutamate, the preservatives. We're talking about even the sort of things we are applying on our skin. So the things that we are injecting into our system to make us contraceptives, the things that we're injecting to make us look younger, you know, to skin lightening. I don't want to be hit, but there's so much garbage that we are putting into our system.
Is BBL part of that? I know it's
trending. It's trending, but we don't know what it's going to do to these ladies in years to come. We don't know what the skin lightening that women are doing with the IV drips are going to do to them in the next few years. We don't know what plastic surgery that's being done right now will do to ladies later on in life. You know, everyone wants to be your color and not naturally. You know, people my color are very rare. And so, you know, but the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
The juice,
you know?
it's true.
So we will be very rare at some point, dark skin. And it's because we want to go out and do all manner of things. We want to extend our nails, which there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with it. But I mean, sometimes it's good to be aware and just I usually do my nails, you know that?
I know.
You know that?
Yes,
it's
I
just
know.
a season on
You
my
slay.
nails short. I slay. Very seriously. It's just that there are seasons when I prefer to go slow and just allow my body to rest, you know, which is good. People should do that as well. Allow your body to rest. What are you doing to your hair? What sort of treatments are you doing with your hair? What procedures are you undergoing? You know, so it's a lot of things. So when I talk about the environment has changed, times have changed. Beauty is not what it was like years ago. Beauty, the statement beauty has changed completely. So you find people are going deeper and deeper into doing modifications.
So basically we have chemicalized our bodies too much.
We've chemicalized our bodies. Even loss of weight, we don't want to work out anymore and do the hard stuff. We want to get an injection and lose weight. You know? And it's so unnatural. So these are some of the things that we are doing that are actually bringing the onset of many things into our bodies early.
So for you to reverse the signs, basically, you should avoid doing what
just
exposes you.
Try. I mean, we are beautiful the way we are, you know? Understand who you are. Love yourself the way you are. Love the package you're in. You know, you cannot be like another person. You cannot have been built, created an apple, and you're trying to make yourself a pear.
it has never happened. You look funny. So try your best to just excuse me, make yourself the best that you can be in the package that you're in. If there's such a statement.
Are there women who never go through menopause?
You know, it's easy to say that every woman goes through menopause. But we've seen women give birth in their 60s. What does that tell you? There are women who don't go through menopause. There are women who don't stop in the way of women. You know, the blood doesn't stop flowing. So probably there are. There are women who you've seen who've given birth in their mid-60s. I mean, what does that tell you? So, Anne, there's your answer. I mean, it's for us to do more research and to understand what they're doing that is different and do it, you know, because there's a way it keeps you youthful, you know. There's a way when you go on your menses, it cleanses your system, it resets your system. So it means it's a good thing, you know. So if someone is able to do that for years, then it means your system is clean for a long time.
Maybe Emma, unajua mama zetu na mama za mama zetu, nyanya zetu, walikuwa wanatumia vitu ambavyo ni habo. Matawi ya msituni, mimea pale shambani, to make sure that their bodies are operating at optimum. I don't know whether in the modern world, do we have those options?
There are those options. I love using moringa and I love using marubaini and I love using the natural ways of keeping myself healthy without using conventional medicine. And I love using aloe vera and I love using, I'm not scared of the bitter stuff. And I'm not scared of eating bitter leaf vegetables. And I'm not scared about eating boiled food. I do that all the time. And each time I tell you my age, you refuse. This is the reason why, you know. It's because I chose to be simple in the way that I do my things, you know. And for me, it has worked for me. So there are women who are like me, and the women that we stay around with and that spend a lot of time around with do the same. And the minute, Anne, that you surround yourself with people who are like-minded and want to do the right thing, you find it's not so hard anymore. People who prefer butter to Blue Band, people who prefer eating food boiled in its natural oils as opposed to adding a lot of oil. You know, people who use minimal, you know, carbohydrates and things like those. They're there. We're actually there.
Of course, I am not intending to reveal your age, Emma. But clearly your age and the way you look and your age are two different things, right? So maybe you might be willing to take us through your day-to-day lifestyle. What do you consume and why do you consume it?
Number one, I stopped doing sugar. I knew sugar was wrong. I stopped doing it completely. I still do carbohydrates, but I know that it's not entirely all good for me, especially at the age that I am right now. And I'm listening to my body a whole lot more. So I'm doing smaller quantities of carbohydrates.
So that is
earlier in the day. Yes, I try earlier in the day. If I eat, sometimes I do my 1 meal a day. And many times, actually, I do 1 meal a day. And I try that if I don't do that meal in the evening, I'll do it in the morning. So if I do a carbohydrate, I'll burn it through the day. I love eggs. Eggs are very good for you. So you can do a lot of eggs and with vegetables, a little or no carbohydrate. Of course, I love tea, but without sugar. Now I've gotten used to it. I try very much not to do the processed juices. We do a lot of squeezed juice at home. If you're doing juice, and we squeeze it with everything, you know, so that we've not removed the pulp, the roughage and everything. So you do a small glass of that. And then you also do, you try not to do things like chapati. I'm not a big fan of chapati. So I can run away from that. I'm also not a very big fan of bread. So I don't really struggle with saying no to bread. But I loved dairy. I stopped because it was inflaming me very badly. Milk and a lot of the milk products and even the yogurts. So I find I prefer things like kefir. I love mursik. I love...
Wagale in the house. Wagale.
Anyway, so I love mursik and I love the bitter leaf vegetables.
Managu,
saga, those ones, yes.
Yeah.
Another thing that we like to do is we get roast meat.
Nyama ya kuchoma.
Nyama ya kuchoma, good roast meat.
Hakuna mafuta.
Hakuna mafuta. You can even get it a bit fatty.
Yes.
And then we boil it for a long time just with onions and tomatoes. And we eat that for dinner with our bitter leaf, vegetables, and ugali if you want. But ugali ni ile ya kusiaga, si ya pakiti.
Ile ya kisiagi.
Yeah, that ugali.
That's what you take.
That's what we like.
Okay.
That's what we take. Okay. And then we also fish. Kuku ni ya kienyeji. Though the kienyeji mbegu is slowly disappearing, but we try not to do broiler.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, and to try and prepare it as natural as possible in its own oil. Yeah. So slowly by slowly, I think we're going back to foraging.
Yeah.
But it's working.
Yeah.
And those are the things that keep us.
And it's working for you.
It's worked for me quite well. When I eat like that, I don't struggle with acidity, bloatedness, and things like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So acidity hauna?
Sina.
You rarely bloat?
Not that I rarely do, but remember I still eat a bit of carbohydrates.
Yeah.
So the thing is to find a way to eat the proper carbohydrates, like plantain, you know, like sweet potato.
Yeah.
You know, I love sweet potato. That's what we have for breakfast. We like a lot of sweet potato, maybe nduma, but if we know, only when we know the sauce. And just natural things like those. So you find even when you bring up your kids like that, those are the things they begin to enjoy. Soup is enjoyed around where I am.
Yeah.
We love soup.
Okay.
Bone soup.
Yeah.
You just do it in its own flavor. And we hardly ever spice our food and do a lot of natural condiments.
Yeah.
Just use the natural, and then you begin to appreciate food in its natural form.
Yeah.
Those are the things that we do.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I remember I stopped eating sugar like 1.5 years ago.
Yes.
And I noticed I lost a lot of weight.
Yes.
So people were even asking, okay, mbona unakonda hivyo? Then I came to realize, kumbe ni sukari niliacha.
Ni sukari.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I've lost a lot of weight because of sugar. And but even with the cutting down on sugar, you realize even you age slower.
Yeah.
You know, you age slower because there are fewer toxins in your system. Fats, inflammation inapungua. But you'll notice I'm not able to do a lot of jewelry because my body gets inflamed very easily. Once I realized that, and it's because of the carbohydrates and the sugars, I stopped. Yeah. But still, I'm not able still to do a lot of impure jewelry.
Yes.
So why? You realize it's because the level of inflammation on your body is very high. So it's for you to cut down completely on the things that are increasing inflammation.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So basically, it is possible.
It is possible.
It is possible.
It is possible. Though sometimes I fall. I do that.
You cheat.
I cheat sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes. But I try a lot and do. I've been doing sparkling water quite a bit.
Okay.
And if I find I've fallen for some soda somewhere, I really dilute it with a lot of sparkling water.
Sasa mtu atauliza tofauti ya maji ya kawaida ile ya tap, ile ya mfereji Mungu ametupatia kwanza ile ya mvua na sparkling. What is the difference? It's water. Water is water.
Sparkling water iko na bubbles, iko na effervescence. It's bubbles. It has ni kama inakudanganya ni kama umekunywa soda but haina any sugar in it. I love it very much. It's good for digestion. So I use that a lot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And I like it cold, chilled.
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome. So basically, Emma, what do you have to tell those young girls in their early 20s, late 20s, so that maybe they can delay the perimenopause?
Yeah. Be moderate. Be moderate in your nightlife. Be moderate in your junk ingestion. Be moderate in this thing's called P2. Valentine's is coming up.
It came.
It came.
No, it came. Yeah.
Be moderate.
Yeah.
You know, don't do those things.
Yeah.
They'll affect you later. Be moderate in medicating, you know, over-the-counter medication. It's horrible for you.
Yeah.
Be moderate in the trying out too many birth control throughout your life. When it's time for you to have your children, when you get married, do your birth control, have your children, and then now just, you know, they're not what they used to be, you know. Work out, do your exercises, sleep early, it's important. Find hobbies that are outside of the vices, you know.
I know I'm coming out as really boring. But
actually, I wanted to say, you sound bored. Okay, not me telling you, but maybe somebody, that's a very boring life.
I sound boring, but boring does work. Let me tell you.
Wewe mumama, wewe sasa wewe pumzika.
Yes, but I've always been like this.
Yeah.
You know, this has always just been me.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
I've not changed much, you know. I was always for exercise. I was always for the healthy stuff. It's when I go out with a friend, I eat salads. Those are the things that I eat.
Yeah.
Mboga, aki, skudanganyi an.
Unakula mboga?
Mboga, lettuce, cob salad. Those are the things I like, you know. So I'm not telling you something that I don't do.
And it has worked for you.
It has worked for me. But I still struggle. I'm not saying I don't struggle. I still struggle.
Yeah.
You know, I still struggle. But I make sure that I do the right thing. Another thing I like is exercise, but in the gym, not out in the nature. Many people like exercising in nature. I don't. I actually find it quite boring. I like exercising in the gym. Yes.
But watu ni tofauti.
Watu ni tofauti.
Yeah, like me, I told me, nilijaribu kwenda gym, then the trainer, kwani nikajiuliza, ana train tuingie, we are not fighting the Al-Shabaab.
Yes.
And I don't want maskwembe.
Yes.
So I kind of felt it was too intense.
Yes.
And then losing a lot of weight. Because, you know, when you gym, you're not eating very well.
Who said?
Emma.
Who said?
Really?
Yeah.
So it's the reverse.
It's the reverse. When you go to the gym, you get more discipline to eat correctly. Yes.
Yeah.
You can go, when you go to the gym, you need to also work with a nutritionist and get to understand your body type.
Yeah.
Yeah. And understand what will work for you, you know, so that you get the optimum for your whole program. That's why it's called a program, because it's gym, it's diet, it's lifestyle, it's a whole program.
But sasa unajua watu ambao unaongea na wao Emma, si watu ambao wanaweza kuwa na ile, what do you call it? The luxury of having a nutritionist. Gym zingine ni za mtaa.
Yes, but pia kuna Facebook. Kuna wale nutritionists wako Facebook and they're willing to give information.
Yeah.
A lot more information before they start charging you. Amekufundisha 1, 2, 3. We're giving free information here, and all people need to do is to follow us on our YouTube channels, right?
And they get to learn a lot.
And they get to learn a lot before we charge them. Before they get to us, they've learned so much, you know. So and we will get to a place where we'll talk about diet as well. So that means that there's a lot of information out there, and you know, medical practitioners are always willing to talk out there. So it's not like information is not readily available. It's there. It's just that people are lazy to read. People are really lazy to do research and to just sit down and do the right thing. You know, disciplines are hard to follow. And as I told you the other day, you know, it takes 21 days to form a habit. If you do the right thing for 21 days consistently, it becomes a habit, you know. So if you constantly, if you work out for 21 days consistently, it means it will become a habit, you know. So it's for you to form the healthy habits that will give you longevity in your life. Yes.
Okay. What do we need to know in 1 minute, Emma, about perimenopause as we wind up?
So the hot flashes, the anxiety attacks, you know, it's valid. The things you're feeling, they're valid. And yes, you are undergoing them. And even though people will tell you that you may be imagining them, you're undergoing them. So you need to work with your body to make it not suffer so much by doing the right things earlier in life and even through it, so that you're able to carry your body through, because you need to offer your body support. Check your minerals. If there are some that are too low, get support for that in form of supplements. Build your supplements, build your minerals, and then when you get to the place where they're now okay, stop and sustain with diet. So if you need to stop doing the sugars, and stop. If you need to stop eating that chapati, please stop. If you need to stop eating that bread, stop it. You know, just eat the right types of food. Eat the right type of diet and make sure that you're working out and sleeping early. You need to have enough rest. If you don't, your body will tell on you. And if you do not handle your body very well by going very hard even at the office, and your body will
it'll signals.
It'll prepare signals that it'll slow you down. It'll it'll stop. And you know what? Your boss will replace you.
You can say that again.
Yeah, they'll replace you with someone younger. Receiving a lower pay.
Of course.
Yeah, and working over more hours than you did. So there's always someone better than you. So because of that, please listen to your body and do the right thing by it. Yes.
All right. Emma Othiambo, you have it there. Listen to your body. Make sure you subscribe. And by the way, for those who would want to advertise with us on the channel, you can always get on our DMs and the number right there on the scroll. Then wacha tuongee mambo ya biashara. Sawa sawa. See you next time, Emma Odhiambo.
Thank
Take
you,
care.
Anne.
Have a good time.